Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show with your host, Anthony Sain. Now, let's get to the show.
Everybody, welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, your host, Anthony Sain, here live, man, on a Thursday with my guy, Kenny Stubblefield. Kenny, what's going on, my brother?
My brother, it's been a glorious day in Memphis, Tennessee,
Yeah,
man.
My head is hurting today. Slept under the fan like a dumbass last night and woke up paying for it. I have horrible allergies, man. Horrible sinus issues, man. Then, Kenny, I went to Subway today. I was trying to get ready for the show.
Yeah,
I went to what did I do this morning? I dropped Julia's daughter off at work today at 8.
Yep.
Went and got some breakfast, man. Breakfast of Champions up at Taco Felix. I need to talk to Taco Felix about being a sponsor too. They're getting too much free press for me. Went to Taco Felix, went to the car wash, went to get gas, and went and got something to eat again. By the time I got home, I was hungry again, right? So I went to go get something to eat. Went to Subway. Got the Subway, Kenny, and my days were thrown off, man, because I got to pick up Gabe today. I normally pick up Gabe on a Friday.
Yeah.
But today is Thursday, so I'm picking Gabe up. And I got my Subway $6 specials days thrown off because I came up with Friday energy and it was
Oh,
Thursday.
no. Oh, God.
So I ordered a sandwich I thought was a Friday sandwich, and I got it. My ticket was a little higher than what I thought it would be, but I paid for it, and it was. Then I realized, Kenny Stubblefield, that today is Thursday and not Friday, and I felt kind of bad about that, Kenny, until I saw an interview today from Grizzlies rookie Cedric Coward, who said that his pregame meal before he works out, before he plays, before he conditions, is in Subway, and I felt like the greatest of all time, Kenny Stubblefield, when I did that. Because for those of you who do not realize who the Memphis Grizzlies drafted last night, if you're just not tuning in, if you tune on to the Anthony Sain Show to see who the Grizzlies drafted last night, don't let the reports fool you. The Memphis Grizzlies drafted 6'6" out of California. How did music go?
Oh, I was listening to it last night.
I would have played it, man. I would have played the music.
Hold on.
But I'm tired of getting flagged.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. If you want to play it, bro, you can go ahead, bro.
Well, it would take me a minute to find it.
All right, don't worry about it. I'll tell you about it. At guard. 6'6".
6'6".
He ain't been given a number yet. From somewhere in California. Kenny Stubblefield, we may have just drafted Michael Jordan last night. And I say that. Kenny, I found out something else today. I'm like, okay, the Michael Jordan comps are just constantly coming in, Kenny.
Yeah, they're wild.
You know the one I heard today?
What's that?
But no, I'm not saying it's wild. I'm saying the things that actually are in common between him and Michael Jordan.
No. I'm saying the correlations are wild. That's what I mean. Like the comparisons.
Right.
The connections.
Didn't make the varsity basketball team into the 11th grade, Kenny Stubblefield.
Hold on, man. Grizzlies just got one, didn't they?
I think we just drafted Michael Jordan and nobody knew but us. Now I'm partially joking, and I knew nothing about this kid yesterday. Knew nothing about this kid until 8 o'clock last night when they drafted him. Right, I didn't know nothing about this kid at all. I'm not going to pretend to. I heard people talking about him. I heard John Martin talking about him. I heard you talking about him. I knew nothing about this guy.
Right.
Tuning in. But the nerds love him, Kenny Stubblefield. The nerds are absolutely in love.
Everybody loves him. Everybody loves him.
There's something scary about a guy.
Yep.
When people have the GOAT conversations, right? And I do not get in those conversations. But when they have those conversations,
yep.
When they ask my opinion, I'll say this typically. I'll say reasons why I think LeBron is the greatest player of all time. I'll say reasons why I think Kobe Bryant is the best player of all time if you want to go that route.
Yep.
And I give reasons why Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. And the thing I say about Michael Jordan, or the reason why I say he's the greatest player of all time, is because he's a guy that is a athletic freak, has all the physical tools in the world. But every time, every game, every night after he's done playing basketball, he goes to bed saying, okay, how can I be better at basketball tomorrow? That is a elite skill that Michael Jordan had that not many players had in basketball. Kobe Bryant had the same thing.
Kobe Bryant had it.
I've seen people compare this kid to Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I think it's crazy to say. Do I think this kid is going to be Michael Jordan? No. But do I think he could be an insanely good player for the Grizzlies? Hell yes, bro. I think that after looking at this kid, I didn't really look at a lot of highlights. I saw a couple of scouting videos where people break down the good and the bad about this game. I've seen his one-on-one interviews. I've seen people talking about him. I watched Coach Thorpe today. Coach Thorpe, who's just a guy who just knows the game, been around the NBA for a long time, been around recruiting and all these type of things for a while. I think he said some wild stuff before, but he said a lot of things that have been spot on about guys. This young man checks off a lot of boxes, Ken Stonefield. They said that this guy was a better shooter from 2 than Zach Edey, who was a 7'4" center.
A 6'5" guard that shot 72% from the
I'll get it wrong percentage. 6'6", 6'6" guard.
Okay.
From California.
Yep.
No, but seriously, man. Guys of this ilk typically don't shoot this well this young. And Coach Thorpe talked about that as well. He said, I've been around a lot of guys that have been, in the league, guys I've been working out, training. He said he's probably one of the better 21-year-old shooters I've ever seen. Typically guys who are, 6'6", athletic like this aren't shooting 40% from 3 in college, man. And you remember there was a conversation, Kenny, where who was the kid that the Tigers signed? I joke about this kid all the time. Jonathan Pierre.
Yeah.
6'8", 6'9" wing. I was like, Kenny, tell me about it. Oh, man, he's 6'8", 6'9". He can defend, man. He can shoot threes. I said, okay, Kenny, stop. The player you just described is a lottery pick. It's not a kid who's coming to Memphis. It's not a kid who's playing for the Tigers next year, right?
Right.
And Kenny, this is the guy that you described, man. You know what I mean? Like this is what happens to those type of dudes. And the comparisons he's gotten, even now on his floor level, are some really good dudes, man. Like some really good players. As far as the Grizzlies going up to get him, I don't have a level of excitement because I did not know who this young man was before yesterday. I don't have any level of anguish or frustration because I didn't know who this guy was before yesterday. But my whole thing is Zach Kleiman, scouting staff of the Memphis Grizzlies. If this is your guy, I salute you for going to get your guy.
100%. Totally agree.
And I've been saying that for days. I was like, I don't know who they need. I don't know what they need to do. I don't know who they need to get. But if there's a guy that they see up there that they want to go get him.
Yep.
And don't hesitate. Just go get him. And what I say, it ain't our picks. If it takes one of them Orlando picks, go use it.
Right.
A couple weeks ago, you had no first-round picks. Today, you drafted Michael Jordan. In the draft, you didn't have a first-round draft pick in a week ago.
Yeah.
I still don't know much about him. I've done my research like everybody else has done in the last 12 hours or so. Close to the whatever. I've done my research since last night.
Yeah.
I think he definitely looks the part. And people who know what they're talking about have nothing but good things to say about him.
Even guys that notoriously national guys that everything the Grizzlies kill the Grizzlies. Love it.
I've heard people say the Grizzlies just drafted their new franchise player. I've heard people say this kid can jumpstart and be on the same timeline as Ja and Jaren mid-season. He's got the tools, bro. He's got the tools. Like, that is undeniable. If you watch this kid play, and I called Chris last night because Chris was super hyped about it.
Yeah.
I said, Chris, like, what do you see? Chris was in a group chat. He was in the Black Men of Memphis Sports Media group chat. The second one. I got 2 of those. But Chris was in that. He's like, I like him, man. He's like, he's Kawhi. And I called him. I said, Chris, for real? He said, yeah, man. He said, I hate I said that because I want you to look at it yourself and come back and say, yeah, that's Kawhi. But yeah, the dude's Kawhi, man. Like, go look at him. Kawhi wasn't shooting 40% from 3 in college, bro.
Man.
And I get it. He played 6 games of high-level D1 basketball.
Right.
But in those 6 games, Kenny, he was averaging 18 points a game, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 40% from 3 in those 6 games. And these are the early games in the season where he played good competition. Like, he wasn't playing a bunch of smokes. And he was looking dominant. And if he had kept up that pace, if he was that guy, averaging more than 15 points a game, close to 30% from 3, more than 5 rebounds a game, he's top 5 pick in this draft easily. And nobody's discussing anything about what he's doing, about what the Grizzlies did.
Yeah.
I like when Zach Kleiman said, it's better, something like, would you regret? Do you regret moving up or something like that?
I got the clip if you want to see it.
Yeah, play that.
Here it is.
Yeah, play that.
Yeah, he's a unique prospect, unique evaluation, obviously, given that he did not play that many games this season. But when you really certainly when you get to know the kid and see him up close and personal and get a sense of what he's made of, which everyone, we'll get to in person soon, but we see a player that is able to, there's nothing he couldn't theoretically be able to contribute to in the NBA in a real role while taking nothing off the table. We don't see some area that, would be a glaring weakness that couldn't be improved. I think there's a foundation of what could be a, very interesting, versatile, multi-positional defender who could end up playing different types of roles offensively. I think wings have different developmental pathways and can surprise you. And I'm not going to sit here and make bold proclamations about exactly what he's going to be over time. But I wouldn't put a limit, on what Cedric Coward is, capable of as he develops over time.
That ain't it, but
okay. Well, shout out to Paris Sharkey because that's his clip.
Yeah, he basically came out and said, I would feel bad if I didn't go high enough, if I didn't get the guy I wanted. Like, I don't have any regrets about anything. And I'm not mad at Coach Kleiman. I'm not mad at Zach Kleiman at all, because my thing is, you're going to swing. Don't swing for Franz Wagner and land on Zaire Williams. If you wanted Cedric Coward, go get Cedric Coward.
Yeah.
Don't swing for
that's so true. That's so true, man.
Yeah.
That's so true.
If you wanted Donovan Clingan, if you don't swing for Donovan Clingan and land on Zach Edey. Go get Cedric Coward if Cedric Coward is the guy that you want. And he's done that before. He's one of the guys. He didn't go up and get him. He got up and got his guy. And I think that he's excited about it. Chris Anthony has a quote. I'd feel worse if I didn't get the star than did if we gave up too much. That's another thing too, man. If this kid pans out, if he pans out to be a guy who's a starter on your team, and he looks like he's showing like elite level promise on his team,
right?
I don't give a rat's ass what you did to go get him, bro. Because if a 6'6" athletic, strong wing who can knock down shots, who can score off the dribble, who can score in the mid range, all these type of things. If you got that guy on your team and he lives up to any of these comps that he's getting, I don't care how you went about getting him, bro. Like, I don't care about what pick it was or Orlando was bad that year, so the pick is in the lot. I don't care, bro. If he ends up being good, what you spent to go get that guy does not matter, bro. If he's your guy, go get him. And anything else, my opinion don't matter. David Thorpe's opinion don't matter. Vernon's opinion don't matter. What anybody has to say about this kid don't matter. He's got to get on the court and show you what he is. All this talking we're doing now amounts to nothing. So if that's their dude, I applaud y'all for going up and getting him, not half-assing, not bullshitting about it. Go getting the dude, because at the end of the day, Kenny, if you got an opportunity to go get an elite level talent and add them to your team, you do it, bro. Because if you go out and you trade a first round pick and Cole Anthony, you go get Herb Jones, he ain't no elite level talent, bro. If you go get PJ Washington, he ain't no elite level talent. If you go get Najee Marshall, he's good, but he ain't no elite level talent. He'll help your team. But a guy that you're taking this high in the draft that you went and use assets to go get, if he pans out to be what he could be, that's a game changer for your team. You can do a lot of things. I think the key thing the Grizzlies need to do this summer, we'll talk about this in the second half of the show, is raise the floor of our team. There are moments where we didn't look like a stabilized team.
Right.
Stabilizing this team is something that has to happen. And that's something, Kenny, that can happen. And I'm not gonna lie. Looking at what's actually out there and available, we'll talk about this after the break as well. I think you can do a lot of things this offseason to make your team a lot more stable looking than you were last year. Make your team ready to compete in the playoffs and hold on to all those draft picks that you got, bro. I think there are things you can do where you're not dropping off. You're not spending out the ass for these draft picks. Because a lot of the guys that we thought we would have to do those things for, these teams ain't moving them dudes, bro. There are dudes that you can go into the season with those assets with and be able to use more of a sober mind when making those type of deals. Well, Kenny, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about what some of that stuff could be that the Grizzlies can do going into the rest of the offseason. Kenny, the offseason is here, man. And we'll talk about that and more when we're back with more of the Anthony Sain Show. See you guys in a minute.
Looking for an alternative to alcohol or conventional medicine? Check out Ounce of Hope, a Memphis-based dispensary with 2 local stores in the Sanderland Center and on South Cooper Street. You can get all the products you need in a location convenient to you. Each store offers an intentional shopping experience with dedicated bud tenders to answer all of your questions, from product selection and mushroom blends to our personal favorite, the Delta 9 seltzers. You gotta try the Peach Buzz. Try Ounce of Hope at either one of their 2 Memphis stores or at www.ounceofhope.com for convenient products shipped right to your door. Use the promo code BluffCity for 15% off any order, excluding sale items. Cannot be used in conjunction with other promotions or discounts. One use per customer. I get really aggravated with other schools' fans coming into the comment sections of all of our videos about conference realignment, unilaterally saying, Memphis sucks, we don't want y'all. Okay, cool. That's fine. I want to throw out a challenge. Play us. Just play us and let's see what happens. Let's put a loser goes home challenge down here. Winner takes all. Let's schedule a tournament where our football teams play each other, our basketball teams play each other, and if we beat you, we take your spot in your conference. Play us. Don't just come into our comment section and tell us why Memphis shouldn't be in your conference. If you don't think we're good enough, play us. Play us. And if we beat you, we take your spot. If you beat us, I'll be quiet. Because if we don't belong, that's fine. But beat us, and we'll go home.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
So My guy in the comments said, I just came by to say Pelicans are still a poverty franchise. We'll talk about some stuff other teams did in the draft, Kenny Stubblefield. But as far as the Grizzlies go, I was very pleased by the draft pick, especially, doing my research on the young man today, hearing him speak for the first time.
Hey, can I show you a video of some other fans real quick?
Oh, yeah, let's go into that real fast, man.
It's hilarious, man.
This is some Portland fans.
Some Portland fans that initially Portland drafted and then traded Cedric Coward. So here we go.
Mm-hmm. This is what happened when you don't stick to Twitter.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Listen to
Cedric Coward is a Portland Trailblazer. Oh my god!
Listen to what he says about Cedric Coward and the rest of the West.
I don't want to. Oh my god! Okay. So, yeah, the Thunder window just closed. Wemby, you're gonna need to descend from the mountains because you got a new team to compete with in the West. Cedric Coward, 6'6". He's got the unique Jalen Williams build in that he's like 6'4", 6'5" without shoes, with a 7'2" wingspan. So you combine that extremely low center of gravity of a shorter guy with the reach of a much larger guy. He's got like an 8'10", 8'11" standing reach, which for context is like they're small NBA fives with that standing reach, but like he's power forward sized, but his shot is butter. He reminds me a lot of Phoenix Mikal Bridges with his like really, really controlled pull-up game. And God, just watch this man shoot a ball with the length that he has, and you'll immediately buy in. Plays his tail off on defense. 39-inch vert, as you see here on the screen at the combine. But let me take you back a little bit because I'm hyperventilating because I can't believe this actually came true. God. Thank you.
I've got really bad news.
No! God, no!
I'm sorry.
Look at
He's a Grizzly. I hate to do it to you.
Listen to this.
I really didn't want to kill a man on live Twitter. I'm sorry. Oh no.
I am broken.
First of all, bro, so many things went wrong in that video. First of all, you gotta have Twitter on hand while you're talking. While you're watching the draft. You can't just trust the television, bro, because it's gonna have you off. That's number one.
So good, man. That's so good.
Number two, fam, like you saw that your guy, you saw that you had the news. You were watching Twitter. You could have told your man earlier. No, man, stop. We traded.
No. I would have absolutely done I would have done the same thing.
If you do that to me, we fighting, bro. No, you would not, bro. We'd be fighting. Like if I'm up here thinking and you see me that emotionally invested in something, and then you gotta come back and tell me, nah, bro, we fighting, bro, for real. Like number three, man, go pay for StreamYard, bro. Like, come on, bro, get out of here with the free StreamYard. I gotta wrap this up in 30 minutes. Live stream, bro. Get out of here, man. Go pay for the real StreamYard, bro. Get some branding on that joint, man. Super sad stuff. Kenny Stubblefield, that young man was definitely disappointed by hearing that the Memphis Grizzlies got Cedric Coward from his Portland Trailblazers. But someone who would never disappoint Kenny Stubblefield is our good friends at Trilogy Tattoos. One area location over there on Highland, 27 years in the business, being the best at what they do, man. If you got a tattoo, it either came from Trilogy or it came through one of the Trilogy family tree. That's the way Richard does things, man. He doesn't hoard talent over there. He has the best, but when people go out and want to start and do their own thing, he salutes them, man. He pushes them forward to go do their thing. So many tattoo shops came out of Trilogy Tattoo. One of the true OGs in the business. Go check them out, man. Let Trilogy tell your story, man. Over there at Trilogy Tattoos. Kenny Stubblefield, I was a little confused, man, because there's still questions to be answered when it comes down to the Memphis Grizzlies. Zach Kleiman came out and said Zach Kleiman came out and said that, one player, is not going to put us in the hunt for a championship, which means that, he still realizes there are other things that need to be done this season. But let me start by saying this, Kenny. His season started when they lost their first game.
Right.
The talks of this season. And that goes out until they lose their last game next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be more of a marathon as far as roster building than a sprint. I think there's a possibility of that.
Yep.
One reason why is you still have the Santi Aldama contract.
Right.
And I know the thing that everyone is hollering out is Santi sign and trade. Everybody's like, sign and trade Santi. In a perfect world, sign me up for that and trade Santi, right? Sign me up for the sign and trade. Those things are harder to do, especially in the new CBA, than they talk about. Mainly because it kind of limits what you can do. It limits because in order to do a sign and trade, the team that takes Santi has to agree with the amount of what we're paying Santi, or they're either telling us we'll pay him this and we'll trade you this, right? Trade you this. That's typically for a guy that they don't want to be on their team. They're not trying to add, you know what I mean? So it's typically for a guy that they don't want. So it's a little hard to pull those things off. Most of the time in a sign and trade, the team who's receiving the player is sending out a salary dump. My thing is, what I expect to happen is that the Grizzlies will sign Santi Aldama to a number that they feel like, hey, if we keep Santi at this number, we're cool with it. But if not, it's a number we feel like we can move him at. The same thing that was done with Luke Kennard. I remember people were going crazy. Why would you sign Luke Kennard to $12 million or whatever they signed him to?
It was 11, right? 11?
So whatever it was, because it's a sweet spot number. It's a number that if you sign him at what the mid-level number is, when you go to trades, you could trade him for guys that are in that mid-level range. You know what I mean? I'm predicting it's going to be somewhere between $15 and $20 million for him.
Yeah.
Which would kind of $20-something million a year, which would get you in a range of guys that you can sign at a good number. Quinn Carger says, sign Santi. If he still plays soft, trade him to Detroit at the deadline for beef stew and a pick. If I go into the season with Santi, well, he'll be making more than that probably than what beef stew makes. But that's the thing. If you take him into the season, you've got the entire league that makes sense. Like you've got more guys to choose from than just guys that would be willing to do a sign and trade for him. I think this was going to happen, man. I think they're going to bring Santi back, and they're going to send him out at a number that's they're going to send him out, attempt to send him out at whatever number they sign him at. I think Gigi Jackson's going to be back next year. I think that the Pelicans were a team that was kind of in the hunt for him, and I think New Orleans has shown everybody with what they did yesterday that they're trying to be as good as they can this year. I think it's kind of crazy. When I first heard that Joe Dumars got hired by the Pelicans, I said, why? Because he did some dumb stuff at his other stops. But they're clearly trying to compete next year, so I don't think the Pelicans are going to be in the business of breaking up their dudes. I think they're keeping Trey Murphy and they're keeping Herb Jones. That's something. Let's stop right there for a second too. There's a lot of Grizzlies fans who are upset. Like, I wish we had a trade to pick for a vet. And my question is, what vet are you trading them for when no vets got traded last night? Like, nobody who got traded. Like, who? We know everybody's list. It was Trey Murphy. It was Herb Jones. It was Cam Johnson. It was Denny Avia. It was all these guys that were like the list of dudes, right? All those dudes still play for the teams that they played for yesterday morning, right? So it's like, and I think they're going to play there. I think teams are pretty much those guys they're pretty much going to be where they are. That's not true at all. But he's talking about a sign and trade. I think I don't know. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really think. I think they bring Santi back, and like I said, he's either a number that they're cool with, or a number they feel like they can move by the deadline. I think they'll go out and get. I think they'll trade Cole Anthony for somebody. Who that guy will be, not really sure.
Yeah. Or
I
even
can
what
see
that package might be, right? Like Cole by himself, maybe, or Cole in a pick, or Cole whatever.
Yeah. I think Gigi will be back. I think Vince Williams will be back too. And I think Vince, in essence, turns into your Lamar Stevens in this situation. I think he's going to be totally out of the rotation, but I think he's there. And I don't think that's a problem, man, because like the better teams in the league have a lot of guys who are – Oklahoma City is gonna play some guys next year that they didn't play this year. And you were like, shit, where is this dude? Who is this dude? And like, he's been here. You know what I mean? So I think the more guys you have that can defend, knock down shots a little bit, the better. I think Gigi's going to be back. Not because these guys are just some magical guys that the Grizzlies, don't want to give up on, but they don't have any trade value, bro. Like not that they're not good players. They're good players at $1 million a year. Like you're I mean, I don't think that deal is out there. But I do think they move Cole Anthony to go get a wing or to go get a big, and then you sign the other need. Right? If you trade him for a big, they'll sign a wing. If they trade him for a wing, they'll sign a big. I think they're about to add 2 more players in that more affordable tier of guys. I don't have any names for y'all. Knock yourself out of who those guys might be. But I can tell you who it's probably not. And there's another thing too, man. There's so many. Hey, Kenny, I'm telling you right now, bro. There's somebody in the comments. I'm about to like block his ass. I don't do this, bro. Like, there are a lot of shows where people can go and you can get your shit off and be like the third guest on the show in the comments. This ain't that show, bro. Like, take y'all ass on somewhere with that shit, man. All right, what were you saying, Kenny?
Now, what do you think about this? Quinn says Cole Anthony Magic 30th for the first round draft for PJ Washington, basically.
Yeah, I saw that. With the 2030 joint.
Is that the 30? Is that 2030 first?
I'm not a fan of like what is PJ Washington really moving on your team? Like a 2030 first? Like that might be, you know what I mean? That's a very valuable pick, bro. I'm not just gonna throw that away for PJ Washington. If we're talking like Cam Johnson or Trey Murphy, yeah, but not PJ Washington. That's a dude you probably could get for freaking 2 second-round picks. Cause I mean, like for real, like I wouldn't do all that. I wouldn't do all that at all. Until this guy who was like the Grizzlies are being cheap. How are they being cheap, bro? How are they being cheap? They traded Desmond Bain and they're paying the exact same money that they be paying anyway. I don't understand how the level of negativity that people have and just the level of stupidity like that some people have when it comes down to the Grizzlies. Like, get this dude out of here, bro. Like, I saw this dude do the same thing on Vernon's show, man. Like, get out of here, bro. You had 2 teams playing in the finals. Neither one of them are taxpayers on either apron. Oklahoma City and the Pacers. So I don't get these dudes, bro. I don't get them. Like, I just don't get them. Like, I don't understand people who think you got to be spending. You know some teams that are taxpayers, man. The Miami Heat are taxpayers. It ain't winning shit. Like, it's so ridiculous that people think that just because you're spending money, that just because you're in the tax, that you're doing something phenomenal.
But even in that sense, this is not. It's not a 2K type situation where you can just go make moves. Like, you brought up a great point. You brought up a great point even at the trade deadline.
Yeah, the Phoenix Suns are taxpayers, bro. Like, that means nothing.
Like, you brought up this point at the trade deadline and you brought it up again tonight or about last night. Like, we have all these ideas of what we think moves should be done. And yes, this would be great to do. But tell me anywhere, like, what other teams were doing those things at that time period? Like, right? Like at the trade deadline.
All these guys that people are mad about, they still play in the teams that we want to get them from. I don't.
Right. Like, Zach Kleiman whiffed on Cam Johnson. Well, guess where Cam Johnson still is? He's still with Brooklyn. Ain't nobody got him. Yeah. Right? Like,
Cam Johnson, bro, Brooklyn been playing with y'all for 3 years about Cam Johnson. They're not about to trade that dude. And when people say, when stuff comes out saying like when people say stuff like what am I trying to say, bro? When people say stuff like, oh, New Orleans is saying everybody's available, right? That don't mean it's a fire sale, bro. I mean, like, if you want to overpay for this dude, if you want to pay out the ass for this guy, if you got multiple first-round picks, young talent, and another guy that can play for Trey Murphy, that means they ain't trying to trade Trey Murphy, bro. These dudes are not trying to trade. There are teams with first-round picks all over the NBA that have been offering stuff for Cam Johnson. He's still in Brooklyn. They don't plan on trading that dude. Put up what this lady Amanda said.
Yeah, she said, "Thank you, Anthony." He's on every Grizzlies podcast with that new sub. Shout out to Amanda. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't have to deal. You don't have to. I appreciate y'all who interact in the comments, but because we're creating community, like I want to have positive,
100%.
like cool conversation with y'all. I'm not comment hoarding. Like I love to hear what you guys have to say, and I love for you guys to do those type of things and share it and like it and comment. There are definitely algorithm advantages to those type of things happening, but I'm not here for that, bro. I don't give a shit about who you are or whether you comment on my thing and that. I mean, other people may ignore that type of stuff, but you're in here being dumb, bro. You getting up out of here, bro. Like, I'm a fan of the Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm gonna speak positive about the Memphis Grizzlies. I love the team. I'm excited about last night. I'm excited about the direction they're going in.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the reincarnate
Michael Jordan, bro. What am I gonna be? Don't yuck my yum, bro. Like, if I'm excited, let me be excited, bro. Like, get the hell out of here. Like, I don't.
They drafted the love child of Kawhi Leonard and Michael
Right.
Jordan. Like,
right. And what people don't understand, man. Like, I've spent years doing radio and stuff like that, right? And something that I know happens is you got these loser ass people who really don't have a life, and they come in and they call in the radio. I've tuned in to radio shows, and I've seen people infiltrate like something you've worked your life off to be as a radio host and to have the microphone in your hand. I've seen people allow people that sitting at their house talking shit to infiltrate their show and almost have like a sub show going on in the middle of their show, being daily call-in people or getting into the comments section and having their own little thing going on. Like, no, bro, like people, no, go. If you are that enthused about your opinion of the Memphis Grizzlies, that same phone that you're logged into YouTube in, watching, and like being a jackass in the comments, hit the go live button and like do your own shit and see who the fuck gives a fuck about what you got to say. Like, I guarantee you that many people gonna tune in, bro. Like, it's anyway, man. I hate to be that dude. All right. Anyway, bro. But yeah, that's not what we came to talk about. But I think the Memphis Grizzlies is gonna add 2 more dudes, a big and a wing. It's really not, that hard to understand. You can do the same thing with whoever. These dudes are like what kind of energy do you have to be?
Yep, he's gone. We're good.
I don't understand these dudes, bro.
We can keep it moving.
You don't have to lie to kick it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're good.
Bro, these dudes are weirdos, bro. Good God. Anyway, yeah, I think it's gonna be a cool offseason, man. I'm excited about the pick from last night. I'm excited about what's going to happen, and I could very well see a scenario where you go into the season, you've got your wing, you got your big, and you were able to pull that off and still have these damn Orlando picks in your back.
Right.
Like, I could very well see that happen. And you have a team that's more fit to contend. And it's crazy because I'm the one who came in here and I said, man, it's so crazy. It's so crazy how Grizzly fans have like adopted the Pacers as their team because we hate the Thunder so much, right? Which is all in good. But it's like there's no way in the world you're impatient about what the Grizzlies are doing. And then you actually look at how the Pacers built their team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the role players. Like, look, you got Obi Toppin on this team, bro. Like, Obi Toppin was drafted by the Knicks. He was ass. They got him on him, later on as a just a random dude in the league. What's the guy's name? The kid out of Vanderbilt. I keep forgetting his name. The one he was hitting all the threes in the playoffs.
Vanderbilt. Oh, no, the mustache kid?
No, the kid. It's 2 days in a row, man. I can't remember this dude's name. And my computer is really tripping, bro. I don't know if I'm freezing up on y'all end or not, but my computer is moving like stupid slow.
Nimhart's from Vanderbilt?
No, the wing, bro.
Neesmith.
Neesmith, just a dude on his second run through the league. Nimhard was not a highly touted dude. TJ McConnell, come on, bro. It's just a bunch of just random dudes outside of their top two dudes, right?
Right.
And it's like, how can you knock? I've had people saying, "Oh, the Grizzlies are gonna be this." Man, bro, if the Grizzlies roll out the ball right now, they're gonna be good. Like that roster is not bad.
Yeah,
the way it is now, and I'm pretty confident that they're gonna make other moves. The Pacers just surrounded their guys around guys that fit what they're trying to do, man. And there are other guys the Grizzlies can get that could slot in and be good for this team. Well, Ken, let's take another break, man. We'll wrap this thing up. We'll talk about some things the other teams did in the NBA draft last night. I'm definitely having computer problems over here. But we'll see you guys in a minute on the Sain Show. See y'all in a minute.
Looking for an alternative to alcohol or conventional medicine? Check out Ounce of Hope, a Memphis-based dispensary with 2 local stores in the Sanderlin Center and on South Cooper Street. You can get all the products you need in a location convenient to you. Each store offers an intentional shopping experience with dedicated bud tenders to answer all of your questions, from product selection and mushroom blends to our personal favorite, the Delta 9 seltzers. You gotta try the Peach Buzz. Try Ounce of Hope at either one of their 2 Memphis stores or at www.ounceofhope.com for convenient products shipped right to your door. Use the promo code Bluff City for 15% off any order, excluding sale items. Cannot be used in conjunction with other promotions or discounts. One use per customer.
I get really aggravated with other schools' fans coming into the comment sections of all of our videos about conference realignment, unilaterally saying, Memphis sucks, we don't want y'all. Okay, cool. That's fine. I want to throw out a challenge. Play us. Like, just play us and let's see what happens. Let's put a loser goes home challenge down here. Winner takes all. Let's schedule a tournament where our football teams play each other, our basketball teams play each other, and if we beat you, we take your spot in your conference. Play us. Don't just come into our comment section and tell us why Memphis shouldn't be in your conference. If you don't think we're good enough, play us. Play us. And if we beat you, we take your spot. If you beat us, I'll be quiet. Because if we don't belong, that's fine. But beat us, and we'll go home.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story. Looking for an alternative to alcohol or conventional medicine? Check out Ounce of Hope, a Memphis-based dispensary with 2 local stores in the Sanderlin Center and on South Cooper Street. You can get all the products you need in a location convenient to you. Each store offers an intentional shopping experience with dedicated bud tenders to answer all of your questions, from product selection and mushroom blends to our personal favorite, the Delta 9 seltzers. You gotta try the Peach Buzz. Try Ounce of Hope at either one of their 2 Memphis stores or at www.ounceofhope.com for convenient products shipped right to your door. Use the promo code Bluff City for 15% off any order, excluding sale items. Cannot be used in conjunction with other promotions or discounts. One use per customer.
I get really aggravated with other schools' fans coming into the comment sections of all of our videos about conference realignment, unilaterally saying, Memphis sucks, we don't want y'all. Okay, cool. That's fine. I want to throw out a challenge. Play us. Like, just play us and let's see what happens. Let's put a loser goes home challenge down here. Winner takes all. Let's schedule a tournament where our football teams play each other, our basketball teams play each other, and if we beat you, we take your spot in your conference. Play us. Don't just come into our comment section and tell us why Memphis shouldn't be in your conference. If you don't think we're good enough, play us. Play us. And if we beat you, we take your spot. If you beat us, I'll be quiet. Because if we don't belong, that's fine. But beat us, and we'll go home.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
We back.
All right, y'all, welcome back, man. We back in this jump, man. I don't know if I'm hooked into my mic or what, man. Y'all hear me, man?
Oh, you're good, brother. Hey,
Man,
don't let the haters got your comment, your computer acting a fool, man. What's going on?
Something they hack my shit some type of way. Well, that's probably what they want to say. They probably go on Twitter and say, "Yeah, man, I went the man got out, the man logged off, man." These dudes are so lame, bro. And there's another dude too. I hope he hop in the comments. But this inside the same brain right here, man. I did not have one play. We're gonna do inside the same brain on this. Man, there are so many people that show me constant support with literally everything I do. Like, and I'm a person who this sports stuff is cool. I've been doing this for a while. This matters to me. But I do a lot of other things that matter more than doing this, right? And there are people who support me in everything that I do. And for every one of them, it's always a fool. I ain't gonna say every one of them. For every 100 or so of them, it's gonna be one that for everything you do, there's people that look just like you who will talk plenty of shit about everything you do and be the biggest haters in the world, bro. I just be like, bro, I don't have to give you access to me, bro. Get your dumb ass out of here, bro. Like, I don't. It's so simple, man. Like, it is. It gives me great satisfaction to see you talking and to see you probably getting ready to say something again, and literally hitting a button that makes that whole chance disappear. That makes you just disappear into oblivion. Like, I if y'all could just understand how much I enjoy blocking people, bro. Like, especially this new blocking they got on Twitter now, where you can still see my shit, but you can't say shit. Like, that shit is fire, bro. Like, I love it. I enjoy doing that. For sure, because man, I'm telling y'all, man, protect y'all peace, man. You do not have to engage with these goofballs, man. I pulled my guy Rusty Witten to the side, like Draymond pulled KD to the side, bro, and told him, like, bro, don't get these clown ass dudes your energy, bro. Like, it's absolutely pointless. Like, get their ass out of here. Like, bro, my block list is at damn near 500-600, bro. Like, you got one good ass time to say something crazy to me, bro. You better make that shit count, bro, because I'm getting you up out of here. And I used to engage these dudes, and bro, I ain't got time for this stuff, bro. I got I got a beautiful woman laid about 5 feet from me right now in the bed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm arguing with you clowns for who choose to come over here and waste your time, like saying dumb stuff in the comments, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Well, and a part of it is also just like complaining. It's the same things over and over.
Like, you
and
gotta
over
be a loser,
and
bro.
over.
You have
and
to be a loser.
We get it. Like,
if you mad about the offseason, I saw some dude, I think it was the same dude, talking about we got to go get somebody 6'9", 6'10". Who did you want to go get in the draft? We got to get somebody to guard. What's my guy in Orlando? What are you talking about, bro? Like, that dude's gonna bake everybody. Like, I can't think. Anyway, bro. Let's talk about the rest of the draft, man. Let's talk about what other teams did. I'm happy about what the Grizzlies did. Let's take a look at what everybody else did in the draft. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. We want the comments to be a community. Kenny knows this, man.
Thank you, man. Yep.
Thank you, my guy, Damien. Man, Kenny knows this. I love building community. I love creating non-hostile, cool environments where everybody can chill. That's how I want the comment section to be, man. This would not be one of them shows where some dickhead comes in here to get his shit off and just trying to take over the show, get their own audience. This ain't a Twitter space. This ain't nobody coming here saying a bunch of dumb shit that's going. I'm not knocking Twitter spaces, but this is something I know happens a lot in Twitter spaces.
Right.
Somebody builds a platform, one jackass comes in there being a dickhead, but they're just trying to ride their clout. They're just trying to ride their wave and just trying to get their audience or whatever. This ain't that, bro. Like, but I want you guys to come in here in the comments, chill. We have a cool conversation. You ask questions, I answer them. We keep it moving. If you test a pimp gangster, though, man, you getting your ass bitched out like a hoe, and you getting up out of here, bro. It's just that simple, bro. Ain't number one pimp on this, man. It's me and Kenny. Kenny he's something like a pimp. He ain't no pimp. He's something like a pimp.
I try sometimes.
This ain't the y'all show, bro. You're not gonna come in my comments and hijack my show, bro. And you're not gonna make my people who rock with me uncomfortable in the comments, man. Get your bitch ass up out of here. That's for y'all who still watching, who can't say shit. But anyway, appreciate y'all, man. NBA draft. Let me take a look at some other teams did. Number one, man, San Antonio did that thing for real. Hold on, bro. You know I don't know the name, so let me pull up my shit. They got my boy Dylan Harper at number 2. I know that. They also got the shooter I was telling you about yesterday, right?
I got a pen stick, baby.
But I don't play. These dudes are lame, bro. Like, these dudes are like lame ass dudes, bro.
All right, San Antonio. Let's get to San Antonio.
Dylan Harper. Got him at 2. Big time guard. I said this yesterday. You draft talent, bro. I don't care about what you already got. You go get that dude if that's your dude. Shout
out to the accessories of Dylan Harper, man. Woo-wee!
Oh yeah, man. Hey, I gotta go and tell the story. I don't care what you say, kid. I get the text. I ain't gonna tell you business here, man. I ain't gonna tell you business, bro. I ain't gonna tell you business. Man.
Shout out the accessories.
The Spurs got Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant as well. Big time shootout of Arizona. I like what they did for sure. Silly of us, man, to think. Man, tripping. It's silly of us to think that Danny Ainge was not going to draft Ace Bailey at number 5. Like, this is the guy who drafted Jason Tatum, right? This is the guy who loves stars, the guy who wanted Paul George in Boston, the guy who wanted KD in Boston. Of course, he was going to draft him, man. It was I don't know why we didn't think that was going to happen. Don't know what the Pelicans are doing. You take Fears.
I don't know what the Suns are doing. I don't know what Portland is doing.
But the Pelicans traded a unprotected pick next year.
Yeah.
To get Dairy Queen as well. And they're going to be ass. Now, if you think that Fears and Queen are part of your thing, like the two guys are going to get you to the next level, cool. I don't knock that, but that's a high risk, man. High risk for sure. Phoenix don't know what y'all are doing at all. They're just trying to do everything but give us that pick they have next year, so they're trying hard to compete. I just don't think it's going to work. Here's the one. Probably the most surprising move of the draft yesterday was, of course, when the the Portland Trailblazers took young Hansen at our pick 16.
Right.
My man was sitting in the crowd.
Yeah.
He got about the crowd.
Kind of cool moment, though.
He was in the crowd with his suit on, man. And somebody probably called him and said, man, you probably getting called. You probably getting drafted tonight, so put your suit on. So he showed up. He's in the crowd, and he walks down, and he gets drafted. I was listening to Gary Parrish today, and Gary said something that I totally agree with, man. We don't know, bro. Like this, like is calling that man the Chinese Jokic. Do I think he's a Chinese Jokic? No. But is calling him the Chinese Jokic crazy when calling Jokic the regular Jokic was crazy? You know what I mean? Like,
it's true too.
Him turning into him was crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. You gotta see. You gotta see what he's gonna be. Like, I don't it's like you just don't know. Pull up what Cam said. Pull up what Chris said. He said he wants Asia Martin. What's his name?
Elijah Martin.
Elijah Martin.
Let me tell you about this dude.
No, I don't.
Played for you remember when Memphis lost to FAU in the first round of the NCAA tournament? Elijah Martin and the kid who John L. Davis were the two main stars for that team.
Okay.
Then Elijah Martin transferred out of FAU. They went to the Final Four that year. Elijah Martin then transferred to Florida. And let me just tell you, man, about 6'4", 6'5". They call him 6'6", but he's about 6'4", 6'5", maybe 6'2". Like he's a short, stocky, powerful finisher who has a pretty decent shot and can defend his tail off. Like the guy is a dog.
Yeah.
A dog to the highest degree of dog that you can get.
Man, I was watching Vernon earlier, and I saw when Coach Thorpe was on there, and he was talking about, you know what teams need to go after in the second round? Guys that can just flat out defend on the ball.
Man,
he said, because there are not many of those in the league.
That's Elijah Martin.
And I was like, man, that's what I was just saying, bro. That's what I just said all summer. I want the Grizzlies to do. Just go get some dudes that can go play defense. Go get some tough dudes that can defend. Because he made a good point too. He said the same thing I said. He said Oklahoma City's got like 8 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said and the Pacers had maybe 1.5, and those type of things decide who's the champion, who's not. And something else that Coach Thorpe said that I like as well. He said you have guys in the draft that I like the kid Thero too.
Yeah,
our mommy's kid. Our mommy's kid. But he said something like you have guys that are like impact players in the draft. Guys that when you put them in a playoff environment, when you put them in big game environment, they show up. And he said he thinks that Cedric Coward is one of those guys. And he just said, I don't think there's many of those dudes in this draft. He said there's a lot of talented guys. There's a lot of, 1 through 80, game 1 through 82 guys. He said, but there's a difference between guys, those type of guys and guys who make big moments in the playoffs. And he said they might even be all-stars. He named guys like Nimhart for the Pacers. And
right.
My guy with the Thunder, the ball head dude. I don't know.
Caruso.
Bad with name. Caruso, right? He was just saying it's like guys like that. He was just naming those type of dudes. So,
but you look at Cedric Coward's game. You look at his size. You look at his body style. You look at even what he does on the floor. And we might have gotten Jalen Williams out of him, man. Like this might be our version of J-Dub.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a really good player, bro. I think he's going to be a really good player for real. And there's too many people with a brain that are saying the same thing for sure.
Hey, let me play this video real quick. This Cedric Coward talked to Michael Wallace from Ground City Media after the draft, and I just thought it was I love his statements. I thought they were really good. So let me play this real quick.
Well, man, it's all a blessing. I mean, you work your whole life to get to this point, but now it's just time to start the new phase and pretty much put that grit and grind. You know what I mean? That's what Memphis is known for. And bring me and bring all I have to the level of the game to the city of Memphis. I think what makes me a great fit is I'm able to be so versatile. Like I said, jack of all trades, Swiss Army knife, whatever you want to say and whatever you want to call it. I think I fit the mold of any team, but especially the Grizzlies. You guys just got rid of Desmond Bane, who was a heck of a player. I mean, great shooter, great defender. And I think I can fit that mold just well. I'm not saying I'm Desmond Bane, but I got to work to get there. But at the same time, you guys also have one of the best tandems in the league, and Triple J and Ja. And all my job is to come in there, impact winning, and make their jobs a lot easier. Jay Wells is very similar to me, in terms of coming from D2 and going 1 year to Wazoo and now getting to where he wanted to in the league. And also, we talked about it a lot, talking about the stories, talking about what helped him get to this moment, what he did to thrive, what he did in order to, get rotation minutes and all that stuff. And I kind of just got to follow that mold with being myself. At the end of the day, guys like us, we know that grit and that grind, pun intended, to get here and to really thrive in the league and to, really show Memphis what we're all about. The Grizzlies workout was great. I mean, we competed. We got there. We got up and down. I think obviously they picked me, so I think I showed out pretty good. But at the end of the day, honestly, when it comes to my health, I feel great. I just got to listen to the experts. I'm not sure exactly where it's at right now, but if it was up to me, I'd be playing.
Yeah.
But like I said, my job is just to give Memphis and the Grizzlies my all and, keep getting better as time goes, not only physically but mentally, be able to just improve my game every way possible to impact winning.
Hey, bro.
That
dude is dope. Hey, kid, I know I ain't got to explain this to you, but to my white media friends who cover the team, we love the compliments. We love the compliments you guys are saying about Michael Jordan that we drafted yesterday, but let's keep the comments about how well he speaks to your damn self. Those don't come off the way that y'all want those to come off. But the brother do speak well though. I ain't gonna lie. But just let us.
I can appreciate that. I appreciate the eye contact. You know what I'm saying?
Man, dude. Oh man, dude.
When you're talking to kids, man, it's especially when they don't know you, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's that a lot of looking away, a lot of kind of trying to work through your thoughts in your brain and everything. And he's got a very clear message that he gets across very, very well.
Yeah,
so.
Man, that dude's gonna be. That was a very good way you went about saying he speaks well without saying he's eloquent or all that type of
stuff.
Yeah, appreciate you, Ken.
Media training, baby.
Media training, black people experience.
Listen.
Yeah, man. Good stuff, though, man. I'm excited we drafted Michael Jordan, man. A 6'6" guard out of California. Checks off all the boxes, man. Oh, and Kenny, I ain't gonna lie. I got to change because I called in to y'all to you and Rusty yesterday. And Rusty was saying, no, y'all was saying he might not play Summer League, all that. And I was like, well, man, whatever. Like, let him sit. I don't care if he play this season at all. No, throw it out the window.
Yeah. He's probably gonna.
That dude's probably gonna play Summer League.
Probably gonna play Summer League. Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, and he's let that dude play, bro.
I want to know where the report. I heard somewhere that his workout with the Grizzlies was a 1v0. Like he didn't play against anybody. Like
it was. That's the understood report. The shit talking thing. He said the assistant coaches were talking shit to him.
Oh,
yeah,
I like that.
He said that I'm sure that was Anthony Carter on his ass. Is Anthony Carter still around? Anthony Carter, if you're watching, blink, get in the comments.
Yeah, you said assistant coach. What assistant coaches?
Anthony Carter, it might have been Towas Isolo talking shit to him.
Or is Jared Dudley already stealth
right,
signed?
Jared Dudley, yeah. Oh, man. Good stuff, brother.
I'm a fan, dude. I'm a fan.
Sign me up, man.
You go get a kid that, like I said last night on the live that we did, me and Rusty did afterwards, kind of responding to it. My opinion and my feelings about the situation have changed completely. Because honestly, I'll be frank with you, I didn't know a lot about Cedric Coward, didn't know a lot about his game. See any of the things that he's done. I don't follow college basketball to that level. But the one thing that I do take into consideration is I do firmly believe that Zach Kleiman is in a situation where he is having to make decisions that could impact his employment with the Memphis Grizzlies. And
bro, fuck it. Go do your thing, bro.
And so my thing is, like, the decisions that he's making, this Tomas Isolo hire, the assistant coaches hires, the trading of Desmond Bain, the assets that you have back, the picking of Cedric Coward, you have to stand on your business and do what you think is going to not only do well by your team, but also save your employment. So if that's his choice, go for it.
Tomorrow we'll probably talk about more of this Jaren stuff. I'm gonna let some smarter people talk tomorrow. See if I can steal some of their ideas, borrow some of their ideas, because I don't want to talk about it. I'm really wondering what we're gonna do with Jaren now because you went up in the draft, so there's no money because that kid's contract is gonna be $7 million. So there's you're at zero now. So I wonder how they're gonna get up to the money with Jaren. They might just say fuck it and say Jaren, we'll worry about that next season when it comes along.
Hey, this doesn't this hits differently than when I say it, right?
But hold on. No lie, when we talked to Sain on the conference call last night, my first thought was he speaks well. Yeah, parents can say that, man. When white people say that shit, baby, we just want to fight, bro. What the hell you trying to say, bro? You thought we were gonna sound like a dummy or something? Hey, Chris said that what is Tomas Isolo sound like talking shit to Cedric. Cedric, get your black boy JB looking ass over here.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, man, it's been a good one, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, fam, for sure. Hey, man, I thought about this right here too, man. When we trying to get this money for Jaren, look at that last one, man. My boy might be gone, man. The reverse dunk king might have to get up out of here, man. They might just cut that dude. They might just cut J Huff to get to the money. You know what I heard Harrington saying though? That they might do that with Cole Anthony. I'm like, no, but they gotta make another deal.
His contract's too valuable, man.
Yeah, Zach Klein, I trust you, bro. Just go give me another wing. Give me a big little wing vet, big man vet, man. We're gonna be all right, man. But Kenny, it's gonna be a fun show tomorrow. We got something we're working on, man, that might be real cool for the people, man. For Kenny Stubblefield, this is Anthony Sain. We'll see y'all tomorrow, and we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.